morning and welcome back to the show. Good morning, Miramar. I'm your host, Tamara G. Don't forget, you can check us out on all of our social media. We're on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at City of Miramar. You, of course, see my producer, Andy, here with me today. And we all know that it's right here in Miramar. And right here in Miramar with us this morning, three members of the most illustrious sorority in the world, Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. I have with me Rhonda Rogers. She is the president of the South Palm Beach chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and also Alfreda Coward, the immediate past president of, I have to say, the best chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. That would be my chapter, Broward County Alumni Chapter. And I'm so happy to have both of you here this morning. First time the Deltas actually have been on my show. What is going on?
Good morning. You have to do better. Good morning.
Yeah.
I feel very privileged to be one of the first. Then.
Absolutely. Let me tell you, these AKAs call me all the time. The Miramar chapter, they call all the time to get on. So I'm so happy that my sorority is on. You guys are doing something, we are doing something great together, and that is what sisterhood is all about, the Embody program. So we'll get started with Rhonda. Tell us a little bit about the Embody program and why it's so important to our sorority.
Well, the Embody program gives us an opportunity to work closely with our young men, our young Black men. Let me give you what the Embody acronym stands for, and that is empowering males to build opportunities for developing independence. And what we're really trying to do is bring these young men together around education and reminding them the strengths and the power of getting education and moving on to the next level, where that is either a profession or going to college. You know, we're college educated women, Delta, so we always are encouraging our young folks to go to college. And so this program is very specific to young men. It is a national program started by Delta Sigma Theta, our national organization. And so several chapters do this program annually. And we are so proud when we got the phone call that our Broward sisters would partner with us. And so we thank you for that opportunity. And so I'd love to turn it over to Sister Alfreda to give her remarks related to the Broward County chapter. And I know they've been doing Embody for some time, but we look forward to this wonderful partnership this year. And it is going to be virtual. So it doesn't matter where you are, you can jump on that Zoom.
I concur with my sister wholeheartedly, and we're very excited about our Embody program. As a sorority, most people expect us to naturally have housed the programs for young women, which of course we do that, and we do that well as well. But we don't want to exclude our young men, especially in a society like now. We know how important it is to make sure the young men have the influences that they need so they can, one, just live, first of all, but also to live successfully. So those are our goals through the programming. We have, when we're not virtually, we typically meet once a month, to do different type programs for the young boys, for the young males. But this one is going to be a one time a year, I believe, program, at least the one we're going to be co-sponsoring with in December. So we're excited about bringing it to them, to their living rooms virtually.
And I know too, Sora Alfreda, that you know, even in your daily work as an attorney and the things that you do see a lot of our young men, maybe not necessarily at a good part of their lives, but we're trying to get ahead of that. Isn't that
correct?
Right? Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So as you mentioned, as a lawyer, I've represented many juveniles, and unfortunately, a lot of them look like us, and especially our young men. And so programs like this help us to get involved early. Some of them just did not have the opportunities that many of us may have had. So we try to empower them. We want them to know their rights. We want them to know their rights, but we also want to instill some skills, some talents into them that help them live productive lives. And we have great programs. We've partnered with other male fraternities as well, so they can come in and give that perspective. And so if they get the best of both worlds, they have the wonderful ladies of Delta Sigma Theta to guide them. And then they also have some wonderful men to give them some one-on-one things that be important for men to men or male to male.
Right. So I wanted to ask Sora, Madam President Rhonda, when you guys decided to do this year, were you thinking that, you know, this has been a crazy year and it's got to be hard to try to figure out how to do this program or any programs because we're so limited, particularly with Delta being always out on the forefront. I mean, we're out in the community. getting people to get involved virtually, how has that been? Has that been a challenge?
No, it actually hasn't. It's been pretty good because people can jump on quicker wherever they are. iPads, laptops, phones. So we actually are seeing our attendance up. We're very excited, like Sora Frida mentioned, that we have our fraternities partnering with us. So let me just say that this event that we're partnering on is on December 6th at 2 o'clock via Zoom. And some of the speakers are going to be Mr. Ricky Petty, who is an Omega, part of the Omega 5 fraternity. Richie Hayes, Benjamin Ford, and then we're also going to have some former athletes, some NFL former athletes through the Sports Foundation, who's going to be bringing them on the Zoom so that the young men get a chance to see some of those Brandon Flowers and people like that who are locally here in Palm Beach County and possibly Dade and Miami as well. I mean, Broward and Miami as well. So really, it has not been a challenge for us. It's really actually been better for us because people can connect wherever they are. And so I know that your focus area is the city of Miramar, but I do want to remind folks that they can jump in wherever they can access this Zoom account. And we want our 100+ men, young men. That is our goal. And so we're asking the young men to register through Eventbrite. Any groups who may be watching this who are part of the Kappas or the Sigmas or what Alphas. Am I missing any other fraternities?
No, I think you got them. Or the IOTAs,
Yeah.
but
IOTAs, yes. Any IOTAs who have young male groups who can please log on and register their youth groups and come on with their youth groups. We would love that because just like Sora Frida said, we mentor our girls. We're right there for our girls, our Delta gyms, our Delta academies, but we want our Black men as well to step up and be there with our young boys so they can see those role models.
And I want to give out the Eventbrite. It is SPBCAC Embody, EMBODI 2020.eventbrite. So that's S as in Sam, P or South Palm Beach, SPBCAC Embody 2020.eventbrite to register. And it is free. So that's a good thing about it. Free is for me all day long. And I guess also with this, Sora Alfreda, is that the young men between the ages of 11 and 18 will get to possibly see some male role models that maybe they have not seen in their lives before or can get more of.
Yes, I think she mentioned some of the participants that are going to be of the Omegas, but the programming, we were hoping that some of the things that they probably will not tap into their normal lives. Like most of these young men are going to be more interested in the sports panel. In that sports panel, we're going to have someone who played professionally, played basketball professionally, someone who played football professionally, those who were in college and not just played in college, but also were advocates to make a difference in the lives of sports to stand up for the athletes' rights. So they're going to be there. The boys are likely to be very excited about the panel that we're going to have on the sports panel, because those are people who they more inclined to admire and look up to, and to be able to meet and also to connect with, so they can also reach out to them later on. But although they're going to be most excited about the sports panel and the talent that's going to be on that panel, we're excited about some of the other aspects that they'll be learning. We having the brother talk about entrepreneurship and encouraging our boys to how we were reared. We didn't necessarily think about starting a business at the age of 11 or age of 12. So we're going to be highlighting our teenage business owners, and we're going to be encouraging them, so they're going to get the opportunity to hear from other business owners and other talents. So there's going to be plenty of opportunities for them to get in touch with role models, and then to follow up with those thereafter.
Wow. Mental health, very important. I know you guys are going to talk about that, particularly in this time of COVID. People don't realize that being isolated or being not being able to go out and doing everything virtually, that is working on people's minds, Mm-hmm. So you guys are going to be talking about that, as well as etiquette, a gentleman's guide. I love that.
Yes.
So the elders are doing some big things with our young men in Embody.
Yeah.
And I know some of the parents are going to appreciate some of the lessons we'll be teaching the boys as it relates to etiquette. Typically when we think of etiquette, we just talk about the proper form to eat food, but we're going to be talking to them about, the best products to use for their hygiene, to how to look good, how to look like a boss and feel like a boss all at the same time. So those are just some of the things that we're going to be introducing to them on this event. And if I may add about the virtual world, we were talking earlier how our virtual opportunities are increased for adults. And so we are welcoming SOARs, we are welcoming adults to participate in this as well, to observe. Although our target audience is the young men, we are welcoming additional support. But as we know, these young men and these students are not largely online virtually for school right now. So, and although for us it's easier to just jump on a Zoom call, for the kids it may be more of a challenge because they're on the call all the time. So I want to just mention that we are going to have things that make it interesting. We are going to have a DJ that's going to be keeping it interesting for them. We are going to have raffle opportunities after every session, giving away some free prizes with a big grand prize at the end. So we offer some incentives for the kids to not just to participate, but to be involved and actively involved in the conference on December the 6th.
All right, sounds good. Well, again, it is December 6th at 2 p.m. It's our annual Embody Conference. And this year, the South Palm Beach chapter, the Broward County alumni chapters are joining forces. This is going to be a great event. And if you would like to sign up, if you would like to have your son, nephew, cousin, whomever between the ages of 11 and 18, as long as he's male, we're good with it. 11 to 18. And one thing too, before we go about the registration, I know that with our programs, we're very open. We allow the kids to talk about what is on their minds. They don't have to, limit themselves. Talk about that a little bit, Madam President Rhonda, because it's important for them to be able to share and share openly.
Yes, I believe our programs, we are a safe space. It's an opportunity for them to engage and really get things off their chest. We hear a lot of the kids in the mental psyche and mental illness is very rampant in our kids, especially, in our area. We've had a lot of school shootings and things like that. So we want our kids to be open, be transparent. We want to be there and be a safe place for them to come and have those conversations if need be. We know that your parents are your first point of contact. We're also there, and we're also here in the community to give that support. And I thank Frida for what she said. We are very excited about this program and the two collaboration. We're bringing such great energy. As you can see, I loved her energy when she was speaking. It really exuded to what we want the community to know. They want to come and be a part of this program. And I just wanted to add a little bit from my talking points about the pitch. They're asking that the young men submit a flyer or a 30-second commercial about their business. And it's stated here that when they register, they'll get the submission information on how they can submit their pitch ahead of time. So it's a 30-second commercial or a flyer that's going to be a part of that pitch project as part of the day.
All right, sounds good. Well, again, they can go on Eventbrite to register. It is totally free. Actually search for SPBCAC DST or BCAC DST. That stands for South Palm Beach County Alumni Chapter DST, Delta Sigma Theta, or Broward County Alumni Chapter DST. Delta Sigma Theta. So we certainly appreciate you guys joining us today. Mark it on your calendars, parents. It is Sunday, December the 6th at 2 p.m. Free event for your young man, the Embody program, EMBODI, Embody program. Search for it on Eventbrite and sign your child up today. You won't want to miss this. So thank you so very much. We have Rhonda Rogers, the president of the South Palm Beach chapter of the illustrious Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, and also Alfreda Coward. She's the immediate past president of the Broward County Alumni Chapter, my chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Certainly appreciate my sorors and sisters being on this morning, and we're going to get you guys to those 100+ men. Y'all going to have a waiting list after this.
All right. I'd love to hear.
Thank you so much for watching Good Morning Miramar, and until next time, I'm Tamara G. Bye-bye.